Okay, welcome to Math 110 Online in the summer. All right, so you guys are going to be getting started, and watching this video is the first thing you're going to do to get started. This video will be right here under these weekly update videos. It's not here right now, but you're going to do a little bit of time traveling, or I am one of these things, I'm not sure. Actually, every single week I will post a video up here, and I think there may be two videos here today. This first video will kind of walk you through the course and how things are set up, and then a second video I believe will pop up to talk about how to get a textbook. You don't really need a physical book, but how to get MyMathLab access. We're trying a new way to give you that access this semester, and I'm not 100% certain that it's going to work properly. Yay, we're kind of guinea pigs on this, so I'm going to make a video there separate from this video so that I can change it if I need to at the last minute. So, okay, things that you need to check out. First off, there's a communication plan document here. Basically, it tells you to email me if you need things. Here in the summer, I'm going to try to respond relatively quickly to those emails. The communication plan promises 24 hours, and if that doesn't happen, I ask you to email me again, because I do get a lot of emails, and if I haven't responded in 24 hours, I probably either looked at it and thought I was going to respond and didn't respond, or it got buried in other emails and I missed it. So there are instructions in there to deal with that if that happens. The other thing is we have forums for homework help and things like that, and I'm going to try to check those every morning. So if you post about a problem on there, I'll try to get back to that. And posting on the forum is good, because if you have a question and someone else has a question and it gets answered in the forum by me or someone else, then I'm not answering the same question 15 different times. I can just answer it once in the forum, or somebody can answer it for me, which is great. Now let's check out this course outline and checklist. This is a 6-week course, so this is going to go pretty fast here. Week 1 starts on June the 4th. You have a syllabus quiz to do, a couple graded discussion posts, and you need to start working on the stats homework. We have, the way I look at it, 2 bigger chapters, one really small chapter, and one chapter that, while it has a lot of sections, they go relatively quick. So our first big chapter is the stats chapter, and so you have a couple weeks to work on that. The exam is due Monday, June 18th, and you should probably be in the middle of next week already working on, you've got your stats homework done and you're starting the graph theory homework, probably before you even take the stats test. All the tests and everything are open already, so if you get ahead on this stuff and want to knock out things early, go for it. It totally works. Another thing about the tests, you get 2 attempts on all of them, and you get a sheet of notes front and back on all of them. So unfortunately, I tried to work out a way that you could take some of these at home using a webcam, but the program that we have, it's not going to work for this summer, so you're going to have to take all of these in the testing center, either at the Quad Cities or the East Campus. If you are somehow not a Blackhawk student and you're a student from another college, you can work this out to take it in your own testing center. You can say hi to my dog. She's climbing around in the back. Okay, so there's that. So week 1 is basically work on stats homework. Week 2, finish up stats, start graph theory, and get ready to take a stats exam. There's discussion posts every week. You see those on here. Week 3, complete graph theory, take the graph theory exam. So in the first 3 weeks you've done 2 chapters. That leaves 3 more weeks to do the last 2 chapters. So the next bigger chapter is the finance chapter. So week 4 is basically get started on finance. And then week 5 and 6 is finish the finance homework, take the finance test. Finish the modeling homework, take the modeling test. That is the end of week 6, and that ends on Friday, July the 13th. So that is the basic course outline. Let's take a look at the syllabus itself. So important thing on here, I don't have official office hours in the summer. You're just going to be emailing me for things. I believe there is tutoring available in the summer. You should check with the tutoring center for those hours and the availability of that. I'm actually not on campus at all this summer. So anyway, I'm definitely available virtually, but not in person. So you need access to my math lab. Again, there'll be a separate video on getting to that. We talked about the 4 different units that we're going to be covering. Our grading scale and weights. The exams are 15% each. The homework is 30%, and the weekly discussion points are 10%. So a nice way to look at that, let's say you're trying to get a C. If you do all of the homework and the discussions, you're going to be set up really well to at least get that C that you need. You could figure out for yourself the math on what that would mean you would have to get as a test average, but it's not amazing. Here's the grading scale. You don't need to email me at the end about whether your 79.6 is a B or not, because it is, right? This is interval notation. It's all set up. This talks more about what we already talked about with exams. There aren't projects in the summer. Usually this course is built around a large project that we work on all semester, but I decided there wasn't time for that in the summer course. So just exams. There's 1 exam for each unit, 2 attempts on each exam. That's how that works. Here's the number for the tutoring center. So you can give them a call and find out what's going on there. And then I believe there's tutor.com access through my Blackhawk. You could also use that if you need to. And late assignments. So in general, late assignments, exams will not be accepted. However, if you miss one of these, you normally would get a 0. But I will give you 1 time, no questions asked, other than, can I please have this? I will give you 1 3-day extension of any one exam or homework due date. So if you have a whole bunch of homeworks due on a Sunday night and you know you're not going to get them done, just email me. I'll extend them 3 days, no questions asked. And then once that extension's been used, you don't have another one for the semester. So that's pretty much how that works. Our assignments are pretty straightforward. Homeworks on my math lab and discussions. You're going to have some of that due just about every Sunday night, although the homeworks are in like every 2-week chunks. We'll look at that in a little bit. And the exams, there's the due dates for those. I put those on Mondays after the homework is due generally, except for the last one is July the 13th. Also, the last homework is July the 12th, which is the Thursday night before the class ends. So that the last one is a little different, but the rest of them work on Sundays and Mondays. Okay, let's go back and work through things here. So you have the syllabus quiz you have to do. We'll come back and talk about this in a minute. Here are the summer testing center hours. You're going to have to take tests in the testing center. If you're at East Campus, that testing center is open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the summer. It's not open the first week of class. I don't think anybody will probably be taking a test the first week, but just in case you were working ahead and wanted to do that, that testing center is not open that first week. Then the Quad Cities Testing Center is open 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7:30 to 3 on Friday. They're closed July the 4th, but otherwise those are the hours. You have to take a photo ID with you, and that's pretty much how that's going to work here for the summer. Once you get My Math Lab access, you can either click this link, My Lab and Mastering, or you can click over here, My Lab and Mastering on the side, and we'll take a look at My Math Lab shortly. I have everything organized here that you need for each week, and it's a little intimidating looking, but let's just look at week 1. Week 1, there's the course outline checklist. It's the same as the one above. All that I did in these is I put in orange the week that you're on. So for week 1, you can click and see once you're signed up for MyMathLab, you can actually just click directly here and see your MyMathLab all assignments. You see the due dates in here. Chapter 14 due June 17th, all of those. The test June 18th, then Chapter 4, then Chapter 8, then Chapter 7. So that's the order, and everything's here for the semester. All the due dates are updated. All of that stuff is there. The posts that you're required to do for the first week are here. You have to do an introduction post and a post about success in an online math course. There's a forum to post stats homework help. So if you have questions on something or you want to help somebody out, that's the place there. There's a place for random class structure questions. This one's only here the first week, but you could always go find it in the discussions after this if you want. I'll show you how to do that. That's just, I don't understand how this works. How do I do that? Then what you have here are video lectures and notes. So 14.1, 14.2, 14.3, 14.4, 14.5. Bonus video on doing stats on your TI-84. These are all the notes and lectures for Chapter 14 are right here. Week 2 then is still working on the same Chapter 14 stuff, but I didn't repost all those things, so it's not near as cluttered. Just the checklist again. Stats homework help is here again. MyMathLab assignments are here again. The new discussion thing. And just a reminder to take the stats exam is basically all that is. The stats exam you would get to through the MyLab All assignments. Week 3, you get the Chapter 4 videos and notes. Graph theory test needs to be done. Again, you can get to this stuff earlier, right? It's all here. It's all open all the time. Week 4, again, discussion posts and all the Chapter 8 stuff. And then I combined week 5 and 6, discussion posts, same thing. And the Chapter 7 notes and videos are here. So that's pretty much it. What you're going to get from me during the course is I'll reply to all of your emails. I'll reply to things on the discussion board. And every week I will post a new video here in this weekly update videos module. And just kind of talk about where you should be in the course and what's going on, and maybe answer some feedback that I get out of your weekly reflections you're going to be doing. But for now, I think we should be good to go. So I'm going to end this video and make another short one on how this signing up for the book thing is supposed to work. And see you then.